Hello, hello. Yes, I hope you can see my screen and also hear my voice. So today is 1st of April 2019, the first day of the month. So we're going to look at all the pairs that we normally look at, but from the monthly point of view before we move to weekly. Let me have my charts loaded first of all here before we move on. So we'll start off with EURUSD, where previously we were looking for a buy. We were recommending a buy all the time. There's a buy, except when we saw this, and then that's when we said this was a sell. So from the weekly chart, this is still a sell. We still expect price to continue down from wherever the price at the moment. Let price just pull back up, maybe up to somewhere around this point, up to 1.1290, so that you can sell it there with a take profit at 1.0484. So the main reason we are picking this, we are looking at this as a sell, is because from the monthly point of view, price actually closed below our key level. We had our level here, a resistance. Sorry, this was a resistance. We had a break above, price came back down, it retraced back to the same point, a resistance, then there's a break above, and now the price has closed somewhere slightly below this level. So this is a sell, possibly this is a sell, but a good one if price can retrace back to the upper side. So despite the fact this is an immediate sell, this looks like a bearish thing. The best is wait for price to retrace back up, let it go up to somewhere around 1.1311, this on the monthly, so that you can pick a sell from that point, and then you should have a take profit at 1.0553. So the same thing is true even for the weekly. You're looking at a sell from the monthly, we're also looking at a sell from the weekly. We are going to sell both of them. Anytime you sell monthly, you're equally selling weekly. And on the daily chart, there's nothing. Monthly, daily, there's only this line here where I want price to come back up to, and the same line is the same one we are looking at on the weekly. So the sell is true. Place a pending sell limit, have your stop loss, and then the take profit should be in the monthly, which is at 1.0484. So somebody is asking if the contest is still on. Yes, it's still on. If you check the bottom of your screen at the moment, there's something that's currently moving just below the screen, and it starts with April 1st, participate on daily webinar, then by predicting the price of SP500. So it's still on. You can still predict where you expect SP500 to close at the end of the day. Then if your prediction is close to the actual price, then you'll get the reward for that one. So we'll move to the next chart. There should be GBP USD here, and on GBP, this according to the monthly, those are bullish pin bar, those an engulfing candle, but all of them failed to close above a level which is somewhere here. So we expected a sell, a buy on this one, but somehow it has closed below. This is a sell. From whatever is happening currently, this should be a sell, especially if the price can pull back up to 1.3267. So we want the current month can let it come back up, have your sell limit there, then have your take profit at somewhere around this point. This is according to the monthly. You should expect price to move up to this level, pick a sell from that point, expect price to go up to this level, up to 1.2217. So on this chart, as you can see, we also have some two moving. We have the 50 moving average and we have the 200 moving average. Just recently the price bounced off from the slow moving average. This is a sell, and we want that should price get back to the same moving average, we'll be able to pick a sell, maybe somewhere around there. If price can come back to it, then we'll sell it from that point, expecting price to go up to this bottom, up to 1.2217. So on this chart, we are also looking for a sell. On GBPUSD, we are also looking for a sell, but we want price to try pulling back up to somewhere maybe around 1.3267, or this moving average. We'll be able to pick a sell there with our take profit, and then the stop loss should be slightly above the candle which touched that moving average. So we'll move to the next chart. That should be USD JPY there. Previously we were looking for a buy on USD JPY. We want to see how that buy went. Just a second, we see. This is the chart we are having. So the reason I mentioned a buy on this one is because of the monthly chart was bullish. Just a second here. USD JPY, let me have it loaded so that you can look at it from the monthly point of view. So we still have our lines perfectly the way we had them previously. And if you can remember, I mentioned that these are the levels. These are the levels to check for. We have the bottom one, 101.08. We also have 105.98, 108.60, 113.81, then 117.10. Then we have the top one, 124.11. So we, based on this pin bar, we recommended a buy. Then that buy actually took price above this level, which was a clear level somewhere here. So this pushed price up. Then this month's candle, the previous month's candle, which was March, actually pushed price lower, but we are still somehow around this zone, 110.02. So we basically want price to clearly ascend above this level, then should give us a buy from that point, and we expect price to move up to the top and the next line and then the last one. So far we expect something like this from the monthly. Price should move up, then should try retracing back slightly like that, then it should continue up something like this before we see a retracement back. This is what we expect to happen ultimately, that the price should continue up, go above even 117.10 before we continue up to the ultimate top. So this should bring us to the end of currencies. Let's look at what we have for the other symbols. We want to see what we're supposed to expect to happen maybe on SP500. If you can remember this, we recommended a buy from the onset. We said this is a buy, this is a buy. We mentioned that this was a very good buy from all along. Ever since the price was somewhere here, we keep recommending a buy, and this is still a buy. For me, this is still a very good buy. Pure price action. So based on this was a buy, we took a buy from this point, we took a second buy from that point. If you can remember, we also had a line here, then we mentioned that this was a buy, then we also mentioned that this was a very good buy, and then you can remember just some few days ago we bought here but the price took us out. Then we said that this was a support, like this was like a dynamic support. While price was touching this indicator, this was a dynamic support, and then we recommended a buy also at that point, and all that the price needs to come up to this resistance. So this is still a buy for you. Anyone who wants to trade this one, SP500 is still a buy, and we expect price to attempt rising beyond this resistance. We want the current day's candle should attempt rising above, maybe should close above or should close somewhere around this line. But if it closes above, then we still expect price to move up to this top, up to 2934.2. So we'll move to the next symbol. That should be Brent oil. Brent oil, from the monthly point of view, this is what we have. There's a bullish pin bar. That's the very first thing I'm seeing on this chart. We have a bullish pin bar, which means the price is possibly heading upwards, and that upwards means that the price should move up to this level. This is what we expect ultimately, that the price should continue up and bounce off of this trend line. So you want to trade Brent oil, you should be looking for a buy. Expect price to keep pushing even higher up to maybe somewhere around that trend line, then pick a sell from that point up to the bottom, up to this support. So on the way upwards, we have levels. This level here, we have that. We also have this one, and then this is according to the monthly. On the weekly, we have Brent oil is here. Brent oil, just a second. So on the weekly chart, basically this is a sell. As from whatever we're seeing now, this is a sell, a support, a support, a support. There's a break below, price has come back. So this is a sell, but it is yet to mature. You are not supposed to sell it immediately just because I've said this as a sell. You're not supposed to be picking a sell at the moment. Wait for the current week's candle to close below this level. Then we look for that sell immediately. So as it is at the moment, it looks like a sell, but it's not an active. You're not supposed to sell it immediately. Wait for the current week's candle to close below this trend line. Then we'll pick a sell from that point. So we'll move straight to the last symbol, and that should be gold. If you can remember gold, previously we were looking at a sell, and I have it fully drawn here. Gold is here. I had delta line here. So assuming you interpret this symbol correctly, this is still a sell for us, this is still a sell. We basically want price to try pulling back up to this monthly resistance. Then we'll pick a sell from that slot, expecting price to go up to somewhere here. So far we are like, this is like 20% our way. We still expect price to move downwards, especially if it can pull back up slightly. So let it retrace back. We'll pick a sell, expecting price to go up to this. So you can see I have my lines already done as per the prediction, but this does not mean that the price will come back to this line like 2 times. No, it's like some focus that it may come back once, twice, 3 times, and ultimately we expect it to proceed up to the top. So don't look at this like a confirmation that the price will come back to this level 3 times, 2 times, sorry. It may come back once, 2 times, or maybe it may even break below, but according to the focus from what has been happening previously, this is still upwards, and we expect the current downward rally to push price only up to this support. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's market overview. We'll see you again tomorrow at the same time. So one more thing before I conclude this, sorry, I almost forgot. You can still predict the contest which we are holding every day up to 26th of this month is still on. So what we need to predict today is to predict the price of SP500 by the close of the day. So you need to predict where you expect SP500 to close by the end of today, which is 1st of April. So if your prediction is close, that is, if it is close to the actual price by the end of today, then FreshForex will give you the $30 bonus as the reward. So this is available for new clients. Anyone can predict, of course, but it's available for new clients, new traders to FreshForex. So thank you very much. I hope to see you again tomorrow at the same time.